Good morning, students. Today we will take first chapter of our Moments, The Lost Child by Mulkraj Anand. This is the summary of the chapter. Line by line explanation we will do in the next video. So, The Lost Child by Mulkraj Anand. It is a broad spring day. There is a fair going on, and everyone in and around the village is traveling to partake of the delights of the fair. Among them is a young boy. He skips and runs happily alongside his parents as they walk to him. There are many people traveling along with them. Some of them are moving in bullock carts on horses, while some of them are walking to the fair. The boy's excitement grows as he sees all the people around him. On his way, he sees a toy shop. He loudly proclaims that he wants a toy. His father looks at him sternly. To divert the child's attention, his mother draws his attention towards the mustard fields. There is a vast field of golden yellow mustard fields, and its color excites the boy. The field is also filled with butterflies. The boy is fascinated by the butterflies. As they fly close to him, he tries to catch some of them, but they elude him. His parents call out to join them. They have taken a shelter in a shaded grove. Come here, boy. As soon as the boy enters the grove, a shower of flowers greets him, and he holds out his hand to catch the petals. The boy looks around in wonder, taking in all the sights and sounds of the nature. From the grove, they travel along a narrow path to the fair. From the scene, world of the nature, the boy enters the world to the fair. He sees the sights and smells fascinated and repels him at the same time. The boy stops in front of a sweet shop, and he wants that sweets. He wants a barfi, though he knows his parents will not buy him. As they walk on, he is attracted by the beautiful garlands of gulmohar in the next shop. Though he wants one around his neck, he knows his parents will call it cheap and refuse him. Brightly colored balloons on a pole greet him next. He stops and gazes at the bright balloons floating in the air. He knows his parents will tell him he is too old to play with them. So he moves on to where a snake chamber is playing his charm. He wants to hear the music, but he knows his parents will deny. Finally, he reaches the giant wheel. His eyes shine at the giant wheel, keeping on turning with its brightly colored lights and people laughing and shouting. He cannot contain himself any longer and clamors to get on it. But his parents do not reply. He turns around, but his parents are not with him any longer. Frightened, he starts howling. He runs here and there, trying to find his parents. There are tears in his eyes, and his clothes were wet. He notices a temple around which many people are gathered. He hopes he can find his parents there, but there are too many people and he cannot see his parents there. A kind stranger rescues him from the temple of the people. The stranger asks the boy who his parents are, but the boy cannot tell him. Who are your parents? He only repeats that I want my mother, I want my father. The stranger then takes him to the roundabout and asks whether he wants a ride, but the child doesn't want. The stranger then takes him to the snake chamber, asking him if he wants to hear the music. But the child closes his ears, crying for his parents. He shakes his head at the pretty balloons. He refuses to put a garland around his neck. Finally, the stranger takes him to the sweet shop, but the child cannot be consoled by the sweet. The child is searching for his parents, but he couldn't find them. The ending is emotional as the reader keeps on guessing whether the child would have finally found his parents or not. The lesson that we get from the story is that a child's desire is everything, but if we talk about parents, then a child wants only his parents. Parents are most important for any children. The value of parent is being given in this chapter.